evening, everyone. Welcome to the Historic District Commission meeting. It is Tuesday, December 17th, 2019. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Can I please get a roll call?
Rick Mancini.
Connie Soul.
Kristen Cantara Oliveira.
Jason Bouchard.
Okay, and Catherine Kenny is missing tonight. In your packet that I just gave you, you have minutes from September 17th.
Yes.
And
I read those,
October
and I make a motion that we accept the minutes of the meeting.
A second.
Okay, motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Was that for the 17th? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
September 17th.
Okay, and then we also have the minutes from October 15th.
I make a motion to accept them.
Okay, I have a motion,
A second.
second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. I'm just trying to write because our clerk is not here and our secretary is not here. Okay, can we
Yes.
make a motion?
I was
Okay.
thinking about that. I make a motion to move under 6A, new business, 670 High Street, to move it up to
Right now.
right now, yeah.
Okay, so I have a motion to take 6A out of order for right now, 670 High Street. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Please come down.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Marta Oliveira. I'm his daughter, Manuel Oliveira.
Mhm.
Okay, and I just need you to state your address for the record.
The one on file, or like?
Yes.
670 High Street, Fall River.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I didn't catch you.
It's Marta.
Marta.
Let's kick back in. So basically, we just purchased. My father purchased. He only speaks Portuguese. This is why I'm here interpreting. He recently purchased the home where he needs to make renovations. He was told that he needed to come here for windows, things like that needed to be replaced. This is why we're here.
Okay, what I had said, because this was the packet that I got, and I spoke with our clerk, and she had spoken to the gentleman in the building department that was working with him, that said we needed pictures, we needed photos, we needed more information than what we got, and we didn't get anything else.
Ela disse que precisava de fotografias e tudo. E nunca receber nada.
Marta, excuse me, but are you familiar with the home and the district that you're in?
Well, when my dad has several apartment building homes in the Fall River. This is the first one that he purchased, and he wasn't. When he purchased a property, he was not told it belonged to the Historical Society. He has another house on High Street, further down, but since signing the paperwork and all that, he now knows.
So the realtor didn't disclose to your father?
No, he did not.
Did you take that up with the realtor?
No, what are we gonna do now? You know.
Well, you know, there's a lot you can
You
do.
do have
because
legal
he
recourse.
falsified. There's a lot that can be done. All right, because your property is in a
Restricted.
historic district, 40C district. There are only 47 homes in that area that are in that district, and you're
Mas
in one of them.
depois aquela senhora já foi lá duas senhoras velhas, esteve lá por durante.
So someone from the Historical Society went there.
That was me.
Okay, so in the home it's okay to do, we're keeping
Inside.
right? The
But it's
outside.
anything to the outside, the windows, the siding, like anything structurally on the outside
Mas não quer
is
mudar
where
nada.
you need to.
He doesn't really want to change anything. He just wants to replace the windows because they're really old.
E era do vinyl, se pudesse, senão é pintura.
No vinyl.
Não se pode ser.
Não.
Não. Isso não se... O senhor não vai poder tirar a madeira para fora e pôr vinyl. Não se pode fazer isso.
As duas casas ao lado, elas
Eu percebo isso, mas
já é no distante
já era antes.
dessa lei.
Yes. Uhum.
Mas para a pintura,
Se o senhor precisa de ajuda, ideias, como é que se...
According to Wikipedia, Azusa is a city in the San Gabriel Valley.
Se o senhor precisa de ajuda, a gente pode falar com o senhor para mostrar maneiras para endireitar as janelas, para elas serem trabalharem boas e só ainda mais melhor que as janelas novas.
E
Eu
madeira?
sei, porque a minha casa está também no sítio.
mas isso de repente custa mais dinheiro que as novas, não é?
Não, não é verdade. Eu não sou feita de dinheiro também. E tenho 60 e tal janelas. E eu posso mostrar também uma casa ao senhor que tem 3 famílias, que não é a casa que eu moro, não está dentro desse district, mas eu tirei a vinyl e eu pus madeira. E não, é mesmo ali no Maple Street, não é longe. E para o senhor ver, a gente tem muita pessoa que trabalha aqui em Fall River que sabe fazer esse trabalho.
Mas
Eu tenho pena que o senhor comprou isso dessa maneira, sem saber,
Yeah.
mas isso não é... A gente não pode fazer nada com isso. O que o senhor pode fazer é vender a casa.
eu também agora também não gostava de ir pôr a vender agora uma coisa que não. Mas a minha pergunta era que o Board Inspector disse-me que é que pusesse a questão, o que precisasse para o futuro, que dissesse de uma vez, não comprasse, queria fazer um driveway assim ali e uma garagenzinha pequenina, só por isso, e um deckzinho na traseira da casa,
Atrás.
atrás, com a porta da cozinha para um deckzinho.
So é preciso o senhor ter um arquiteto para fazer o design, para mostrar para a gente ver o design. O deck não é preciso, mas o resto vai ser preciso.
O deck, não sei, não precisa, o que é que precisa?
O senhor está dizendo que quer fazer uma
A abertura, a abertura está...
He wants to build a garage, is that what he's saying?
Ah, isso era para o futuro, isso não é...
Not at the moment, but since he's here,
In the
he wanted
future,
to know.
yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to do a back, like a deck in the, a porch in the back,
Ah, isso,
right?
isso podia ser agora, quando fosse para pintar a casa e tudo.
I know, I told them that they have to have the designs from an architect, yeah. Yeah, isso é uma área, like the area is a restricted 40C district. So it is restricted, and it was restricted, it was, the homes that are in it were the owners wanted the homes in it. So that's why it's those houses, that's why it's unfortunate
Mm-hmm.
that he bought it not knowing. I'm having a hard time, like I don't know who the realtor was, I don't know who it was, you need to go back in that
Yeah.
direction.
Yes.
You really do.
Do you know who the realtor was?
Pá, conheço quem é que vende a casa ao papá.
O real estate e a dona, quem é que
Qual era o
conhece?
nome do homem?
Alfonso.
Ahm,
Alfonso
Henrique, Afonso, uma coisa assim. O primeiro nome é Henrique, que é do efeito Henrique
But he
Bontefer.
wants to keep the house.
Alfonso.
He just, he just needed to get the okay to do the windows, the roofing, and things like that. Which I understand that he can't put vinyl, so now he.
And the roofing has to be approved, the window, everything has
O,
to
o,
be.
roof precisa de um roof.
Mas é preciso ser aprovado, não há qualidade do roof que o senhor pode pôr.
Qual é o roof? Tem que ser melhor que aquele que está lá. O que está lá está péssimo de muito
Yeah.
ano. Claro que o roof é melhor do que
É
aquele.
preciso que, like, it's best that you deal with an architect. like someone who's familiar with historical.
Historical.
Yeah.
Ma soprattutto anche come indicasse alcun architetto che
Can he use a licensed contractor also?
He's not using one?
I don't know. Can he get a licensed contractor to do up some drawings for him?
He hasn't done anything to the outside. He has like a plumbing and electrician right now at the moment working in the house, but as far as the outside, he hasn't done anything to the outside of the building.
Yeah, I've been inside. He was doing work on the inside, but nothing on the outside.
Yeah.
Praticamente aquele
He's wondering if you guys have any contact, like an architect for in this special.
aquela hora cá à frente, aquilo
We
é
do, but
histórico.
it's very
No way.
difficult to recommend because we have to be careful about recommending people that might come back to haunt us. If you have an issue with that recommendation, you could come back and
Mata, what I suggest is that you reach out to the Preservation Society. The secretary was just here, Alex. They're not a city entity, so they can give you recommendations. You can reach out to them and speak with them. They'll be very helpful, I can assure you of that.
Okay.
we're here to help. We really want to help.
Yeah.
We don't want to hinder you. We want to do all that we possibly can
I'm
to
sure.
be of assistance. We want you to be a neighbor. You're right around the street from me, you know, you're right next door.
non cooperazione
We
non
want
si
to be of
esprime.
assistance in all ways possible. So don't look at us negatively, say,
No, no.
"Oh, they're going to help us." And Connie's actually, she's correct.
A porta
Preservation can
da
do that.
rua.
They're not a city entity, you know.
Ela tem um balcão de cima e tem um ar que não sei se conhece, se pôs
A casa do
fotografia.
senhor?
Sim.
Não, eu conheço a casa.
Mas aquilo
Torna-se escuro para a sala e aquilo é uma doença lá em cima por causa da água do senhor. As folhas vão podrendo e a água entra para a porta. E aqui não é estor, que havia uma fotografia.
So in the front of the house, there's an arch, and you can tell that that wasn't part of the house back then.
That is not an original plot.
Correct.
And the Preservation Society can help you with that as well.
Okay.
Like to figure that out.
A gente gostava de ver que
Ok, mas ela hoje não vai poder fazer nada. Tem que se falar com aquela outra parte.
Yeah.
We're not going to say, no, you can't remove that, or you can't modify that. That's not what we're going to do. You make a proposal, all right, again, with the work of the Preservation Society, that is a godsend to have them giving you that service. And they'll come up with concepts for you that probably are cost effective. And then if it's going to reinstate the original nature of the home, boy, we'll sign off quick. We want that to happen.
So don't come here unprepared without any
Well, that's very true.
plans,
Yes.
okay?
But you educated
but-
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, but get someone that can, as the Preservation Society is going to do for you, that they'll assist you, they'll give you more advice and more help than you want.
Okay.
Great.
que é uma coisa para o arquiteto, que eu não estou percebendo.
Senão a gente vai falar com a outra parte. Tá pronto.
Ela não pode
Ela não vai fazer nada
Ela não
hoje.
pode dizer porque é o arquiteto. Se ela não quer nada para o deck, não é preciso para o deck.
Da porta, estás abrindo uma porta para ir
Mas é
para
numa
fora.
janela.
Não,
Já era uma
Ela não vai fazer nada aqui hoje.
Yeah,
É
não,
preciso
não.
falar com ela.
ok.
I'm just writing down the number, the phone number
Oh,
of the
thank you
Fall
so
River
much. I
Preservation
appreciate it.
Society.
That's a nice home,
It
and the
is.
lady that was in there got ill and was
Right.
you bought it very quickly. It didn't stay on the market for a long time.
Ela vai ficar boa,
But it
mas
needed a lot of work.
ela não é boa.
Yes.
But it's absolutely beautiful
Yeah.
inside. The home is so
It is.
stunning.
And also the work, it's a perception about a lot of work. Like if you're looking for a modern home, it needed a lot of work. But you bought a historical home, so for preservationists or for anyone that's looking for a historical home, it was pretty amazing because it was like a step back in time. But what you're looking for is to modernize, and as soon as you do that, you
lose.
and you come up against all these obstacles versus buying a home that's already a modern home, and that you don't have restrictions or that you don't have these obstacles.
Right.
So sometimes a home is going inexpensive in your mind and you think, oh, I'm gonna be able to invest. But what you're doing is you're changing the character of the home to accommodate, you know, a modern look
Yeah.
that wasn't meant for the home.
Oh, I get it.
You modernize the kitchen, modernize the bathroom facilities and do.
That's
but
important.
when you're looking at the overall texture of the walls and the moldings and all of that.
The lighting.
The heights of the ceilings, that adds, in the long run, that's gonna add value to the property. That property is going to be worth a lot more money than if you go in there and start putting sheetrock and, you know, plaster and modern fixtures in there.
Right, right.
If you keep that historic significance, even to the interior, modernize the kitchen, modernize the bathroom, use it with some good taste, and you'll be able to raise the value of that property considerably.
We
You might
could,
not
we
want
go
to keep
keep.
it, your dad might want to sell it, make such a profit on it.
He's moving me in there, so.
Oh, there you go.
As far
Well,
as.
call that number. Let's set up a time to like meet and stuff.
Okay.
We can show your parents and we can work with you so that when you come before this board, you have better ideas and get approval.
Okay.
Ja, dus is mijn.
Is questo passionele zit o no? It's,
Yeah, but you-
Kerk has fikas mesmas.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Look at l'org sta fuori.
Yes. No. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Have a
goodbye.
nice holiday.
You guys
Thank
as
you.
well. Thank you.
I can say it in Spanish, I can't say it in Portuguese, but Feliz Navidad.
Boas festas.
Okay, so back to
Public input.
public input. No. We have no public hearings and determinations. Going to old business, so the merger of the two, as I said in the historical commission meeting, we will be hopefully meeting with the administration soon after January and talk about the merger. I mean, it was already referred to Corporation Council by the ordinance committee, the prior ordinance committee, so obviously they see and understand the value of doing it, and when we meet with them again, hopefully they'll understand even further why it's important to get this done. Like today, had we not had one more person, we would have had to cancel this meeting again, so.
That's crazy.
So yeah. Now, this, so we need a volunteer from here also for the subcommittee for the preservation guidelines. Would anyone like to do that?
Well, I'm very interested. I don't know if someone else is too, and I don't know if we're limited to just one from each board, or maybe sometimes they would consider somebody that lives in the district in addition to somebody being on the board, in case somebody else is interested.
Are we limited to one?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because I'm not in the district, but I.
Then that's perfect, because you're not in the district, she is, so
Yes.
she could also do it as a, but there's nothing that says we only have to have one either. She wanted a representative from each, but I think it was, you know, under the assumption that we probably would only get one person
Right.
that wanted to do
Yeah.
it, but, so,
It's very important to, I mean,
Yeah.
this project is very important.
and your, I think your expertise will definitely come in handy on this project, especially because it has a lot to do with architecture and historical architecture, and your whole background and everything
Right.
is, and plus the way that you know, you look at the buildings and you're fascinated with all the buildings and that.
And this has been like 10 years in the making.
Yeah.
So
It's
we're overdue.
very
Yeah.
overdue.
So I would rather have more people and then maybe them say, well, we don't need this many people, which I doubt is gonna happen, than to not have enough. So, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Open discussion. Anybody have anything? I mean, we have other things to talk about in January, but I knew it was gonna be a longer past couple of meetings because of how things went. So we can talk about more of the other stuff in January again. Oh, not on here, but we do have to tentatively also have our meetings scheduled for 2020, just in case the merger doesn't happen right away. So do we want to also go with
I think we should stick to it because
the
we're hoping
same
that it's gonna
every other
merge.
Tuesday, yep, and then
Right.
at 6:30 instead of 7,
Yep,
so,
let's do that.
okay.
Regarding the merger with, how many people are on the historical commission versus how many people are on the historic district commission when they merge, where there won't be an excess of board members.
There will,
There will
but
be, okay.
we can have up to, I think, 4 or 5 alternates.
Alternates.
Okay,
And when we do merge, there may be people that are not interested anymore.
okay,
As far as, I don't know, because we really haven't talked about
Sure.
who would still be interested,
Mhm.
but we will still have room for, we'll still have room for everybody
Mhm.
to be alternates, and I think some of the people that maybe aren't here as often might work out better as alternates that
Okay.
way, because they can't always make that commitment to
Mhm.
being here, so it might be better to have them as alternates, and then if somebody
sure.
on the, the A team, whatever you wanna call it, can't make it, then we have one of the
Okay.
alternates sit in if we have to have somebody for a vote. So, but I think it really is important to have alternates, because we've never had it, and we come down to, okay, we can't vote, we can't have a meeting, we can't do this, we can't do that. And if somebody has to abstain, even if you have a full committee, and maybe you have a few people that have to abstain for one reason or another, you still wanna be able to have your votes, so,
Okay,
yeah, so it's 7 people, and I think you can have up to, 5 alternates, something like that?
Mm.
I don't remember exactly, well, it could be 4, I'm not sure, I'd have to look at
mhm,
the way that it would be written in the thing, but,
Great.
so yeah,
okay, thank you.
so,
Okay,
anything else?
no?
Okay,
Motion to
so
adjourn. Oh.
our next, jumping the gun, our next
Sorry,
scheduled
see ya.
meeting for the Historic District Commission is gonna be Tuesday, January 22nd, 2020, hopefully at 6:30 in this room. Now, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.